Did I ever tell you the tale of Star Wars The Force Unleashed? I didn't? Oh crap, I think I might have dementia, guys.
Star Wars The Force Unleashed is a game that started development in 2004 with the goal to bridge the gap between the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. Much like the original movies, the concept art played a big part in the game's image, with the idea of the main protagonist being powerful enough to lift a Star Destroyer being thrown around, which inspired the developers to go all out with his power. With that, they developed a demo which George Lucas saw and said, make that game? And with that, the game went into full development. It was planned for a 2007 release, but was pushed back to 2008. And the game mostly got 7s and 8s. And man, if you wanted to play this game, you definitely had a lot of options. And me, a guy who has played every version, I mean, there are worse things you could do with your time. You could shave a spot in your leg hair just to mess around with. But they put this thing on everything. PS3, Xbox 360, PS2, Wii, PSP, DS, Windows, Mac, and even a weird iOS and N-Gage version got thrown in there somewhere. This gave me a bit of a crisis when I decided to replay it, with me wondering, what the heck is the best version of it? I mean, it's definitely the DS version. Who doesn't want to control the entire game with Force touchscreen controls? It's just so much better that way.
Now, back in the day, if you asked people what the best version of the game was, you would hear an answer that you probably wouldn't expect, because most people said the Wii version was the best version, and it was many people's favorite way to play the game. Just because, well, who didn't want to use motion controls for the Force? I mean, it just felt powerful, really powerful. So much power, one could even say unlimited power. The Wii was capable of many things. Some might even consider unnatural. The Wii version also has some drawbacks, like it's just a lot less comfortable because you've got to swing your arms around like a madman. And also, I hate how you block. It just feels really weird and inconvenient. Also, it just looks way worse than the other versions of the game. But still, I think it has the most charm out of all the versions. But I would say the best way to play it is the Xbox One. Let's get into the story, which in my opinion is shockingly good. The idea of Vader having a secret apprentice is very interesting plot. And it has a lot of potential, and I'm here to say, it lived up to it. Mostly due to the stellar performance by Sam Witwer, who is an awesome person. He does such a good job at being torn between the dark and the light, and clearly Lucasfilm thinks so because they gave him the role as Darth Maul in the Clone Wars series, which, my gosh, he's so good at being torn. He's great at it. But besides the story, let's get into the gameplay. Most people did not like how the lightsaber combat felt in this game, because they thought it kind of felt dumb because you could just kind of smack the crap out of people with the lightsabers and it kind of felt like batons, which didn't annoy me at the time, but I would say it's a valid complaint looking back at it. It is a little dumb feeling, but shut up, because the Force is awesome, and the developers said they wanted to make a game that uses the Force to make you feel like a badass, and well, they clearly did that, because the Force powers in this game are unmatched by any other Star Wars game, in my opinion. There are so many powers, and they're so well executed. It's just awesome. Lightning, Force, choke, mind control, Force dash, pretty much anything a Star Wars fan would want. And that's why I think this game is a modern classic that deserves a pickup. I would recommend picking it up on Xbox One or PC because those are the best and most up-to-date ways to play the game. But you can also play it on PS4 via PS Now, which is an okay way to play the game. But honestly, it felt a little off to me. But with that, I bid you adieu. Ada. Adieu. Do. Bye.
Isaac Sullivan is a man who started a YouTube channel. He started a YouTube channel in the year 2020 because he had free time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so great. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so great. Through the years he will be there. helping you have a good day. Always try